Good morning, you lovely lot. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Dave Keefe. This is Avernus Biker Lifestyle. What this channel's all about is buying to resell online to make a profit. That's how I make my living, and that's what these videos are all about. Now, off the back of a really great trip to the car boot yesterday and some really fantastic hauls, what I want to do today is go through the weekend's orders. It's been a pretty good weekend by all accounts. So what I'm going to do is take you through what sold, how much I paid for it, and how much it's going out the door for. Here we go. So just hitting the computer screen, we've got 27 orders for a total of £728.75. There's some reasonable value orders in that as well. There's not just, there's quite a lot of bread and butter stuff as well, obviously, but there's some decent hitters in that as well. One of which is going to be a massive pain in the backside to pack. But you've got to do these things. I mean, if there's decent money in it, then it's worth putting the extra effort in it. So let's get the orders picked and let's go through what we've got. Right, so I've switched you to head cam. And first out of the gate, we've got something that I featured in last weekend's video from the first time I went to the giant car boot. It's a PlayStation 2. Obviously, I'm not going to send them out like this. I'm going to package it properly. PlayStation 2 Slim with all the accessories, 2 controllers. I don't think I put a game with that. No, I didn't put a game with it. Paid £5 for it. And the sale price on that's going out the door for $49.90, and that's plus $3.99 postage. This is one of the ones I actually picked up yesterday, so it's absolutely flown out the door. I've not seen this particular one before. Pure DAB radios, although they have come down in price a little bit, are still really good value, because when people swap it out, they don't realize that this stuff still has value. In this particular instance, I paid, I think it was a fiver. Yeah, paid a fiver for it, and that's going out the door for $34.90 and free postage on that. It's been a weekend heavy with electrical sales, small electricals, and this one was one of the heavy hitters. Again, I think this was from the giant boot last weekend, so all the stuff I've been picking up from that boot sale that has featured in my last couple of videos has been selling really fast, so I'm properly chuffed with it. So this particular one is a Bose, obviously high-end brand, alarm clock radio. I paid up a little bit for this. I think I got it wrong on the video. I actually paid £12 for this. I think I said 10 or 15 on the video, but I paid £12 for it, and it's going abroad for $84.99 plus $4.90 postage. So a very healthy return on that. Very happy. Next up, another sale from yesterday's haul. I think there's been about 3 things I picked up yesterday that are sold through already. The Watch Dogs game, like I said in the video, I don't pick up games console media very often. I like to get the more recent stuff if I do, but this was sort of like a bundle that just took my eye, and this one's going out the door. Again, I got the price wrong on the video on this one as well. I actually paid £2 each for these, I think, and that's going out for $9.99 with free postage. As if to call me a hypocrite, another game. This was from last week again. Just paid £1 for that. I think I picked a couple of things up in a job lot with this one. So just paid £1 for it, and that's going out for £9.79, and I've got £1.99 postage on that. These games are dead easy and dead cheap to post, assuming that under 100 gram, which is probably not actually in that case. No, so the deal is with postage on these, which are large letter. If it's under 100 gram, it's 88 pence, and if it's over 100 gram, I think it's about £1.40. So that's worth bearing in mind when you're sending stuff out anyway. Again, from the giant car boot from last weekend, these were one of the absolute steals of that particular trip. Still toe cap Doc Martens. Obviously, we're going for a decent adult size. These were UK size 9. These are pretty unisex, to be honest, because most people use them for work shoes. I paid £1 for these shoes, and they're going out the door for $39.99 plus $2.99 postage, and they'll cost £2.95 to send, because they're under 2 kilos and they fall inside the small parcel size. Something I picked a bundle up. Play-Doh can be very fickle. This particular model, I've had it before, but it's been up and down in price quite a lot. But I picked up 3 of these from a supermarket last week. I only paid, I think, £4.50 for those, so there's still decent margin to be had in them. I mean, I was prepared if necessary. I don't think they actually have a shelf life, because I know Play-Doh dries out. I haven't actually checked. I'm fairly sure they don't have a shelf life, but that's something that's worthwhile checking out if you're considering buying Play-Doh. Paid £4.50 for those from a supermarket, got 3 of them, and that's going out the door for $18.99 and free postage. If I have to sit on the other 2 till Christmas, I'll probably put the price up a bit, so no great dramas there. This is the second time I've sold this particular game in the last 2 weeks. Therapy. The situation when I found out about this particular game was I was not finding very much from a charity shop kind of trip that I was on, and so I was kind of just picking things up just to research them. This one gets passed over so many times by everybody. They think it's just sort of like a cheap rubbish game kind of thing, but this particular game, I think it's going out at the same price as the last one did. I paid £2 for it, and it's going out the door for $17.99 plus $2.90 postage, so a decent return there. Not one of 2 of these, or should I say both of them are sold, but this is the first one. They're both going out for the same money. I picked both of these up from a supermarket last week, paid £10 for them. There's not massive margin in this, but like I say, there is margin. Profit's profit. So I paid £10 for them, and they're going out the door for $18.90 plus $2.95 postage. Let's give you a quick demo. Yeah, oh, that was a bit rubbish. Yeah, baby. These are something I picked up from a supermarket a while ago. I think I've got about a dozen of them. It was a perfect timing job. It was a local Tesco's, and I walked in and they were literally putting a load of toys out on the shelf. There were really, really deep cuts on them. This is Steffi Love. It's sort of like I suppose a Barbie wannabe. It might be a supermarket brand, the Steffi Love one, I'm not sure. But I picked up about a dozen of these and paid £2.50 each for them. Quite happy that if I would have to sit on these until Christmas and really hike the prices, but they are trickling out. I think I've sold, this is about the second or third one I've sold in, shall we say, a month to 6 weeks I've had them. So I paid £2.50, and that's going out for $15.99 including the postage. A pickup from one of my local favourite charity shops. On very, very good talking terms with the management there, so they know what I do, and if they've got anything they think I might be interested in, they wave it at me. There was a bundle of stuff. In fact, the guy went to the effort of going out into the back and bringing me out just a pile of stuff and said, listen, have a look through this, think it might be stuff you're interested in. This was one of those things. Duplo set. Very, very good sellers, very good brand, obviously, being Lego. The only downside to this is because of the size of it, it'll be going out as a medium parcel rather than a small one. So the postage on this is going to be about a £5. Because I actually put a value of £3 on this, but because I bought it with a number of other things, it's probably less than that. And this is going out the door for £14.99, and I put £4.49 postage on that. So just shy of 20 quid, and a £5 of that is going to go on the postage. Standard, you've seen me picking these up and shipping them out before. Bugs in the kitchen, really good seller, still fetches very good money. This one's complete. In previous ones, I've included a brand new hex bug in because I had a bundle of them, and a lot of the cases, obviously the batteries on these die, and you want to be sending them out as complete as possible and working, so I've been adding the new ones. But the batteries on this seem in good order. If you can hear that buzzing away. Very strange little thing. You turn it on and it just crawls around the board like so. Never actually, I should really probably play some of these games with my grandkids before I ship them out the door. But nice comfy sale. I was always going to pick it up. Paid £2 for it, and it's going out the door for $12.99 and $2.90 postage. Now last week I bought some items from a contact that I made while I had the lockup. Bought some stuff off these particular ladies before. Last week went to see them again, bought another couple of bits, and they gave me a box of bits and pieces which turned out to be gold. There was a load of used mini discs. Obviously the mini discs are re-recordable, and also there was this, which is, I'll come on to this one in a minute, an adapter. So in these two instances, I think they're both going out for the same money. Because I didn't actually expect to get these, they haven't cost me anything because they came in a box with a bundle of other stuff that I bought. So absolutely free, and both lots are going out for $19.99 and free postage. So nice little result on there. They're just 15 used. I think there's a new one in there, but 15 mini discs for obviously a mini disc player recorder. And the other one is DC adapter. This one is for a Sega. It's a Sega Master System 2. If you're ever at car boots, charity shops and whatnot, DC adapters, cables and stuff like that are just getting virtually given away 20p. I picked up one a lead yesterday that was short of for myself. I paid, I think, 20p for it, 50p, something like that. So always have a rummage through the box. It's worthwhile spending 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes looking through a box of different adapters, because you might come across with one like this, because it's in the box that the mini disc came in. Cost me absolutely nothing at all, and this is going out the door for $14.99 free postage. So that's free money, and that's going to cost me £2.95 to send out. So check out adapters, guys. Next one is one I picked up from the indoor car boot that I went to a couple of weeks ago. This is a Netgear 16-port gigabit switch. It's obviously an Ethernet switch. I did originally have this up for, I think it was £29 plus about £3 or £4 postage, but a guy made me an offer of £25 for it plus postage. So the cost price of it, paid £5 for it at the boot sale, and it's going out the door for £25, and I've put £3.90 postage on that as well. It's only going to cost me £2.95 to send that out. Books are something I like looking at, but I have to train myself to be more picky with it because there's only very little profit in this, and it wasn't really worth the effort of picking it up. I paid £6.50 for this, and I got 6 of them. They're having a bit of a clear out at a local Asda that I went into. £6 should I say, sorry. And this is going out the door for $14.95 free postage. So once you take the $2.95 postage off that, there's not very much in it, but it's profit nonetheless. This is one thing that I'm constantly trying to learn about, is football boots. In the vast majority of cases, the ones you pick up won't be worth anything. I always say don't touch kids' sizes because there's no value in them. But decent adult sized football boots, in this case these are a size 9. These are Nike Magistra Onda SG. They're a good looking boot in very, very good condition. I think with these, the only thing wrong with them, there's one of the screw-in studs missing, but it's not to worry. The thread isn't damaged, and these studs are replaceable anyway. I think it's pretty cheap to get studs, so I haven't actually looked into it. I didn't want the faff of sourcing the studs myself, so I just listed them as they were, and obviously pictured the missing stud. Paid £4 for those, and they're going out the door for $16.99 with $2.95 postage, and that's exactly how much the postage will be. Now, I probably picked up this more for nostalgia than anything else. This goes to show just how bloody old I am. Fuzzy felt was quite a big thing when I was very little. This is a more up-to-date version by John Adams. The box is a little bit bent out shape, but all the contents are in good order. There's a good selection of stuff there with the board. Obviously pictured everything, all the ingredients and the condition and whatnot. Paid just 75p for that, and that's going out the door for $6.99 plus 99p postage. So like I say, I mean, it was just a case of turning them over, and a bit of a nostalgic little toy there as well. This is one thing that caught my eye. No, absolutely anything. I won't dig it out, but I'm going to package this a lot better. It's I'll picture it up here somewhere anyway. It's an Ion DJ to go. This is basically a device that you can plug into your computer and work DJ software with it. I paid £3 for this, and that's going out the door for $24.99 plus $2.90 postage. This is something I've been sat on for a while, but it usually is a really good seller. I don't know why this has been hanging around so long. And this one has the added advantage. This is, Fruity Bugs, which is, it doesn't even say batteries. It's a mechanical thing. You click the mechanical lever and it starts popping up the worms, and you grab the worms out. But this one actually had 2 of them in, 2 complete sets in one box. So I've no idea why it's taken so long to get picked up. So you put your worms in there, let the lever goes over, pop them all up. Man, that's not going to be loud on video at all, is it? So I've had this so long, it's before I started recording on my stock list how much I actually paid for it. So I'm going to put a value of £2 on that. I know that was the most I would have paid for it. And it's going out the door for £12.50 free postage. Another supermarket pickup. I picked up, I think it was 10 of these, with the express purpose of sending them into Amazon, because at the time Amazon had the best price for them. It was a little bit of a fail. I'm probably going to end up sitting on, I sent 8 into Amazon and kept 2 behind to list on eBay just to hedge my bets. And I think these are definitely going to be something that I'm going to be sat on until Christmas, and they'll fly for decent money. Paid £17.50 a set for these, and this is Lego 60232, Lego City, and that's going out the door for £27.50. So after fees and postage, not much in that. So I think what I'll do, I'll just hike the price so nobody buys them until Christmas, and then flog them for a decent margin. And when I checked this out, it appeared to be complete and brand new, aside from the box being tatty, because a lot of I think 3 of the 4 bags were sealed and there were some loose bits in. It's actually missing a couple of really important parts. It's missing the roof and 1 or 2 other small bits. So anyway, I paid £3 for this, and that's going out the door for $11.99 plus $2.90 postage. Playmobil, like Lego, it's almost always a safe bet as well. This is a pickup from a new charity shop that's opened local to me. The Binatone, this is MR620 Twin Plus, the mobile radios, 3-kilometre range on them. The Binatone's obviously a recognised brand for this type of product. Paid £4 for those, and they're going out the door for $23.99 plus $2.90 postage. That's one vintage game that's always worth having a look at. Some go for really good money and others don't. This is a vintage one from Parker. So if you commit this particular packaging and manufacturer to mind as far as Boggle's concerned, paid £2 for this game, and it's going out the door for $14.99, and that's with free postage. Now at the top of the video I did say one of these items is going to be a massive pain in the backside to ship out, and this is it. It's a 21-inch CRT TV from Akai, fully working order, comes with the remote. Now this thing is 21 kilos, so it's probably going to be another kilo or 2 on that for packaging. It's going to have to be packaged within an inch of its life to get it to its destination safely. In an ideal world, it would have been a local buyer that picked this up, but I put postage on it and I'm happy to send it out. I'll be keeping my fingers crossed and holding my breath, obviously. So this is a heavy old thing. You might have heard me mention in previous videos, as far as CRT TVs are concerned, they have a great interest with retro gamers because of the blacks and all the rest of it. This one the screen is in perfect condition, as is the case, albeit a bit dusty, and there's a couple of areas of damage on it. There's a bit of tear on the fabric of the speaker, and on the bottom the little trap doors missing. There's a bit of paint mark and whatnot, but I mentioned all this in the listing. I've sat on this for a little while actually. I mean, I know there's decent money in them, but sometimes it's just a case of finding that right buyer. I bought this with a VHS player for £20. I paid for both, so for argument's sake, put a value of a tenner on this, and this is going out for $84.99, and I've put, how much postage? $13.99 postage on that as well, so around about £100 to get this out the door. So off £10, even with the courier cost, is going to cost me about, say, a tenner to get it couriered out. I have got big strong boxes and lots of packaging to make sure this has a good chance to get into its destination in good condition. A very, very good return off a tenner. And one point to note on CRT TVs of any size, obviously all the weight is in the screen, so when you're packing them, pack them screen down in the box. It sounds like a daft thing to do because obviously that's the damaging bit, and it's all about how much packaging and cushioning you put under the screen. But if you package them the right way up, all the weight is on one side of the box. The courier's not going to know which side of that box of screen the weight is on, i.e. the screen. So if he picks it up from the wrong side and the weight drags the box away from him, there's an increased chance it's going to get dropped and damaged. So if you put it with the screen down in the box, then all the weight is central, and it makes it easier for the courier to manage, reduces the risk of it getting damaged. This is where I get a big sweaty red mark on my FOD from the head camera. Let's get these packed.
People say I'm crazy for loving you. Oh, but they don't know you like I do. Nothing but tiny minds in this tiny town. And all they wanna do now, girl, is just put you down. 'Cause they're scared I will never be the soul.
Now that's everything bar 2 things done. There's a fair old whack there. I think all of that bar 1 is going via Royal Mail. So I kind of prefer Royal Mail. They tend to be a bit more gentle with your items you're sending out. I'm not trying to disparage couriers anyway, but sometimes they do tend to kick things about a bit. I say it's almost everything done. There's 2 things left. The Bose speaker is going abroad, so I'm going to go out and get a better box for that, because the ones I've got are probably a bit weak for that kind of distance. So I'm going to get a small packaging for that one. It's not due to get dispatched until tomorrow anyway. And the big TV, as much as I've got a big enough box for it, I wouldn't be happy unless it's just packaged to death. So I've got a local contact where I can get a load of soft packaging from and stuff like that, and pack that box out. If you guys have got any questions or comments about how I run my business and anything to do with reselling really, then obviously leave it in the comments below. If you like this kind of video, do give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel, helps us reach more people. And if you're not already subscribed, please consider clicking the subscribe button below and hitting the notification bell. And every time I stick up a new video, you'll get a notification. Thanks very much indeed for watching, guys. I will catch you in the next one.